This is A Channel News at 11.
Good evening, everybody. An industrial accident at a Lafarge concrete mixing plant has claimed the life of a 62-year-old man. This is the second death at Lafarge in the past year. We'll have more on this investigation tomorrow on A Channel Morning. Turning to the Valley now, and one woman is dead after a single vehicle accident south of Pembroke. Police are now looking into 261 tips since the release of that sketch, and what they're trying to do is match the sketch to a man that a witness saw in the early morning hours of September the 8th near Moody Drive. Investigators want to hear from anyone who may have information on the case, no matter how insignificant they feel the information might be.
Lisa Hillary knows that we've got an army growing here.
At this point, I'm just reading your lips. It is so loud. There's got to be at least 2,000 people
I
here.
would think maybe more, maybe more.
Well, listen, everybody, welcome to the Red Zone Party. Today, we cruise this area looking for your predictions, and this is what we got. Take a look.
As expected, the Conservatives will cut the GST by 1%, that taking effect July the 1st. By the way, this move will cost the government $3.52 billion this year and an additional $5.17 billion in 2007. Now, the report will resurface at the city's Transportation Committee meeting next week. Roads where carpooling would be most effective have already been identified. Some of those include March Road between Terry Fox Drive and Highway 417, Eagleson Road south of the 417, and in the east end of the city, Innes Road between Saint Laurent and Trim Road. Now, if it all gets approved, HOV lanes could be in place by this fall. James, back to you.
All right, thanks for that, Lisa.
You're welcome. That is A Channel News at 11 for tonight. Your next local news tomorrow on A Channel Morning. Jay Leno is next. I'll see you tomorrow. So long, everybody. Everybody, it was do or die for the Ottawa Senators tonight. With their playoff dreams on the line, they took to the ice against Buffalo, trying to avoid the sweep. A Channel's Arash Vadetti is standing by with highlights. Arash? That is A Channel News at 11 for tonight. Taz Boga is in for me tomorrow night. I'll see you back here on Monday. My mom's out of town this weekend, so happy Mother's Day, Mom. I love you. Catch your next local news on A Channel Morning. Jay Leno is next. So long, everybody. A suspect is in custody after a volunteer at a Vancouver Island hospital was beaten to death. It happened this afternoon in Campbell River, BC, just north of Victoria. A 25-year-old man was arrested shortly after police got the call. The man apparently beat the woman during a rampage, which also included damage to property. She was a volunteer in the hospital's gift shop and died as a result of her injuries. No names are being released at this time. A clause in the tentative softwood deal between Canada and the U.S. is being called a deal breaker by the BC forest industry. Good evening, everybody. Ottawa has its first murder of 2006, and city police have charged the victim's wife. Good evening, everybody. Well, we begin tonight with a developing story. At this hour, a search is underway for a missing diver near Petawawa Point. The incident took place around 6 p.m. on the Petawawa River near North Street, which is a 5-minute walk from the popular Valley Public Beach. The river levels are high this time of year and carry a heavy current. The missing man is a CFB Petawawa soldier, but this was not a military exercise. He was taking part in regular activities with a local recreational dive club. His fellow divers called police when he failed to surface around 6 p.m. this evening. Military divers and a helicopter assisted police with the search, along with paramedics in both the local and CFB Petawawa fire departments. A shoreline search will continue through the night, and diving will resume at first light. The name of the missing diver not being released at this time. Of course, A Channel will bring you the very latest on this developing story as details become available. Today, police uncovered the remains of 12-year-old Jessica Maillet and one of her younger brothers. For family, friends, knowing that Francine and her children have all now been recovered, they say the healing process will now be a little easier.
Yeah, it's glad to have some closure.
Yeah, because now they're really all
together.